Hey everybody, welcome back to the Shade Tree. If you're new to the channel, this is where I pretend like I know about cars, trucks, motors, whatever it may be, and then I tell you guys about it. As you can see by the title, some things are probably getting ready to change, and I know, it's been done before. But guess what? That means I have references. So, as you guys know, I have a 93 Fox body Mustang, and I love it. It's a big block swapped Fox body, so it's got a 460 out of like a 69 something. And it's been fun. It's been really fun. It still runs. It still drives. Everything's fine. Right now, we're fighting some electrical issues, but other than that, there's nothing wrong with the car. It ran, I think its best pass was a 1358, I think was its best pass last year. And I think we had a lot more in it. We were spinning all the way through 60 foot. I mean, the car had a lot more if we could hook. However, many of you know that I am really a GM man. I love my Chevrolets. I love my GMCs. I love an LS. Never done one, never built one, never had a performance LS motor. But that's about to change. So, this week I went and picked up a L59 5.3 out of a Suburban. The L59 is pretty much the same thing as the LM7, except it's the flex fuel version. Here's what I picked up. I'm going to show you guys, give you the rundown. We may tear it apart a little bit today as far as getting the wiring off and intake off so we can take a look. Definitely going to drain the oil, see what it looks like. But I picked this up pretty much a complete motor. All the front drive is on there. It's missing the missing alternator, it still has the AC compressor. Pretty much everything else is there. Pretty much all the wiring's there. I'm going to show you guys, and then I'm going to ask you guys to let me know down below what are some of the first things that I should do. So, long-winded interview. Let's get to looking at this thing. Don't mind the garage. It's a mess. You can see I've got the hood over here. I'm making a cow hood. We've got it just tacked up supports. I might show you that later. If you want to see that build, let me know. Maybe we can do some videos. But let's take a look at this engine. Alright, I don't know how long our light will last. It looks like it's blinking, so if it goes off, sorry about the poor light. I literally have one light that's working right now. But, here we go. This is everything that I got. Wiring harness, computers over here on the shelf. I mean, had the flex plate on there, took it off to put it on the stand. Manifolds, truck intake. Like I said, it's out of Suburban. It was told to me, got some blow-by going on, don't know what that's about. But it was told to me that the truck, or the Suburban, had 120,000 miles. The guy that I bought it off of had it to swap into an old pickup that he had. Ended up picking up a 6.0 and had this one sitting. He heard this motor run supposedly before he bought it. So yeah, that's how I ended up with it. So my goals for today, whether or not I film it or not, you'll probably see a little bit of it, is to get all the wiring off, get it stripped down, pull the fuel rails, pull the intake off, maybe go ahead and take the coil packs off, and just get it down kind of bare, bones, drain the oil out, and see what that looks like. Like I said, I don't know the true history of it, just what I was told, and so that's what we're going to do. All right, so I've got pretty much all the wiring harness off. I didn't know what I was doing. Y'all, I almost hit myself in the face with a screwdriver. I'm going to sped all that up so that you didn't have to cringe. I'm getting ready to take the coil packs off. I already got this side's manifold off. Actually broke the little dipstick bracket because I didn't realize that it was through the manifold, and I had already unbolted it and I didn't pull the dipstick out. That's fine. It's not a big deal. Yeah. JB Weld is your friend. But I'm going to go ahead and get this coil pack reel off. Weird thing, I don't know if it's legit, but this coil pack was just zip tied on, and it looks different than all the rest. So, I don't know. It had a spark plug wire going to it, but it was zip tied on the back right side of the valve cover. So I guess bank 4, however these work, I don't know. Now if it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, I don't know which side it goes from, but anyway, it's different than all the rest. So let me know. So let's get these coils off. Finding that a lot, and I mean a lot, of these bolts are different sizes. I think GM, Ford, Dodge, all of them people, I think they do it on purpose just to irritate people so that people will bring their stuff in and have it worked on at the dealership. That's just me, personally. Just the way I feel about it. So, yeah, gonna get these off. I'll be back in a minute. All right. So there's that pack. Funny things you find when you're pulling a motor apart. This was just chilling down here in the intake, right beside of it. Don't see anything else. So evidently they've changed plugs once, or a plug. I don't know. Alright, so this valve cover gasket is it's real dirty. I'm probably going to leave the intake and the rails in for a minute and spray this side down. So I have another YouTube channel, if you didn't know. It's Stone Mountain Barbecue. I do barbecue and show people that. And Super Clean sent me some degreaser that they want me to try out. So I feel like this is a good time to do that. So I'm going to get some of that, spray this side down, and start working on that side. Alright guys, so here we go. Got the coils off, manifolds off. As you can see, I'll try not to use the light as a wand. But you can see I got the power steering pump and alternator bracket off. Left the fan on. Took the AC compressor off. Manifolds, coils. Left the intake and the throttle body on. Going to take the fan off. I've got to try to find a pipe wrench big enough to get back in there that I can actually turn. They make a special tool, but I don't have it. So I'm just going to use what I got. See, I think that's the knock sensor there. It's just a basic truck manifold, intake manifold. So, I mean, I don't know a ton about these motors. Y'all let me know. Give me the rundown down in the description. Let's talk about what the plans are and what we're going to do with it. So, probably going to get some glare. I apologize. But, obviously, the motor is going to go in the Mustang. I don't have a big car reveal that I bought a new car. That's what it's going to go into. Now, I've looked at other cars to maybe trade or sell the Mustang to get. That would be more LS appropriate. The LS Fox body swaps have been done time and time again, which is also a reason that I want to do it, because there's a lot of folks that have done it before me that I can use as reference. I looked weird. Anyway. So, yeah, this is going to go in the Fox body. We're going to pull the big block out. We're probably going to sell the big block. Already have a few people that are interested, but I'm debating on going carbureted with this. Now, hear me out. A lot of, like Horsepower TV, those guys, when they do their mild builds, they do it with a carburetor and an intake, carburetor intake and carburetor. There's a few guys on YouTube that I've seen that have done carburetor intake with Holley EFI, Sniper EFI. So I don't necessarily know yet which way I'm going to go. I know this motor, bone stock, doesn't push a lot of power, but the potential, the bottom end is supposed to be really reliable, really stout, all that good stuff. So what I'm going to do first off is just get it cleaned up, get everything checked out. I'm not pulling the bottom end apart. I'm barely going to even pull the top end apart. Probably do springs, cam, lifters, the basics, the stuff that everybody does. And then that's when I need to decide if I'm going to go carbureted or not. So y'all let me know down in the comments below, what you think about doing the swap. Like I said, there's tons of videos on YouTube that people already do it, so it may not even be, an interesting thing for you. And if it isn't, I'm sorry. But it's what I've wanted to do for a long time. I've wanted to build one of these motors for a long time. Never had the opportunity. Finally, a motor came up for sale that was a full motor, complete motor. Had motors for sale in the past that I just wasn't ready to purchase yet. And this one just so happened pops up when I'm ready to make a buy. So we'll see. 120,000 mile LS out of a Suburban. So like I said, it's the L59. So it's the flex fuel version of the LM7. So I don't know what that means. I have no idea. So we'll see what happens with it. Y'all stay tuned. The next video might be me taking the intake off, throttle body off, checking it out, seeing how clean it is underneath there. But yeah, any pointers, any help, I would greatly appreciate it. Hate on me if you want. I don't really care. There's a cool little button that I can just delete your comment. So, but I really do appreciate it. A lot of you guys helped me out with the big block, and I really appreciate it. I was asking for the casting numbers, all that good stuff. And y'all are awesome. So I hope that continues through this build. Plan right now is to still race the big block pretty much for the first part of the summer and into maybe fall. And then have this ready to put in. More than likely going to go with like an MSD, LS MSD. And then I don't know. If we decide to go carbureted, that'll pretty much be it. That'll be it. We'll get a minimal harness for this, hook it to the MSD, and rock. See, cam, lifters, springs, may have some head work. I don't know. We'll see. So anyway, guys, that's the new build. That's what we got going on. That's where I've been. Haven't really been doing much with the Mustang, like I said, because we are having some issues with our wiring. We think it's the coil, something going on with like a coil relay or something like that. I don't know. My intentions are to rewire that whole car, have a standalone harness. So if I'm going to do that, why not go ahead and get an LS? Turbo, nitrous, I don't know. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments below. We've talked too much. I'll see you guys in the next one. Keep it under the shade tree. It's really cold outside though, so probably don't want to do that right now. So get in your garage, piddle around, get your hands dirty, or wear gloves. I should have wore gloves because this is gross. But we'll see you guys next time. I appreciate you for watching. As always, stick with me. We'll see what we can do. Thanks, guys. God bless.